Hey guys, welcome to 3 Dimensions, which is our new startup that is an on demand 3D printing marketplace where anybody who is a designer or a regular person can create multiple inventories of any 3D models and have it shipped to their customer without worrying about the manufacturing and logistics. So, today we're going to see the first part. What is 3 Dimensions? So, hey guys, today we're going to see how to create your store on 3 Dimensions. Now, first thing, open Google or any Chrome browser, preferably Google, type 3 Dimensions in. Here, this is the website 3dimensions.in, and this is how the website looks currently. So as you can see, this has a search engine on the first hero section, and there are some banners and stores that we have already created, and here are some products. To make your own store, first you'll have to click on login. Here, don't have a storefront, click on create one. Once you click on create one, give your store a store name. So let's say I want to sell dragons, so I'll keep my store as the dragon store. Remember that you can have no spaces in this, as this is going to be used as a URL slug. Later you can rename your store with whatever you want. We have given only Google Auth as your verification identity, so it is required that you have a Google account. After you choose a Google account, it will ask you to sign in. And once you're done, this is how your dashboard looks like. So here you can track your daily sales, orders, products, pending payouts, etc. We are still developing this UI UX, so you might see a little changes later. Here you can click on manage store. First thing it asks you to do is upload a banner image. You've seen how YouTube works, right? So recommended 1600 to 500 is the ratio. So what we are going to do is open Canva. Let's go to canva.in. So as mine is a toy store, I'm going to use some template that looks relatively like a toy store banner. I mean, the required dimension is 1600 to 500 as a ratio. So we are going to go to templates. Let's type toy store banner. So something like this looks good. Customize this template. Since I have a Canva Pro, I can click on anyone, but you can get a lot of these in free version also. So once I'm fine with this, I'll just click on resize. I'm going to give my custom size over here. That is 1600 into 500 pixels. Resize this design. You can directly create it by scratch. I'm just showing you a simpler version of how to get started. So here I resized a Canva, this one. My store name was Dragon Toy Store, something like that. Let's give Dragon World. Oops. So whatever text you want to do. So this is a sample template. So I'm keeping this. I'm going to click on download. I would prefer download it in JPG as it takes lower space than PNG. Click on download. Now we'll go back to that site. Upload banner. So I'm doing it in a faster way just to show you how it is done. But I would recommend you take some time, design something good enough. So here's how my banner looks. Now I'll upload a logo. I have a predefined some image over here that I'm going to use as logo. So let's use this Game of Thrones Catan thing. Store name, as I mentioned, you can again change it here, but your URL slug is going to remain the same that you have it. So let's keep it Dragon World as I've kept it in the banner. Store description. So I upload Dragon 3D files that, okay, no, I sell 3D printed dragons. These are mostly available from 14 centimeter to 24 centimeter, whatever you want to write. Here, make sure you enable latest models so that your products are visible. Here you can see by default, the store is marked as inactive. You have to mark it as active and then click on save changes. Once you do that, when you go back to the website, you can see that a store is created. Here is your banner, the preview of your banner. So make sure the things that you want them to see has to be in the center. And here is your logo. Now when I click over here, there is no products over here as I've only created the storefront now. Let's just add a dummy product. Let's go to products, add a product. Let's name it as Sousaphone Dragon. Description, yeah, this is 14 centimeters. Category, I want to name it as toys. Product, yeah. So test input is trial. So you'll get more options to specify if you want anything to be written over there, etc, etc. Now it's asking for a 3D model. Currently we only accept STLs, so let's click on upload as STL. I'm going to find them, drag and file. Let's go to parts and runners. So you can also have individual STLs uploaded, or you can have in one single product you can upload multiple STLs. Here by default I've given option currently of PLA ABS. So let's say for the body I want PLA 15%, and there are I've not yet enabled all colors. So let's say I want green. Process part, go to the next one, runner frame, I want this in ABS, I want it in green. Infill, let's say I want it in 10%. Process part, and this one, the wings, I want it in ABS only, and let's keep it blue. So again 15% process part. Once you click on process, there's an online slicer that we have found, probably it's a Prusa slicer, that is going to slice the body and give you an approximate pricing. That is the pricing that the admin is charging you. That is the 3 dimensions is charging you for printing this. Now on top of that you can add your own margin. Now you can see the Dragon runner wings is charging you about 44. The rest you are processing. Let's just wait for them to process. Okay, the second one is also done. You can see the individual STL costs. So now you can see the total printing cost for this is 358. So now let's say I want to sell it at 450. So my margin is going to be for 91 rupees whenever somebody places an order and it's delivered. So now I get option to upload a photo. So let me see if I have a photo of a dragon or something like that. I'll just go to here. I do have one. So let me upload this. So all of these are test uploads. You can also see recommended sizes 1400 into 1000 pixels. So currently we are not doing square photos. In case we do, it will be visible over here. So make sure your product listings are cut to that size so that it's properly visible. Now here everything is ready. Submit for review. Once you submit it for review, it goes to us for approval. In case there are anomalies in the pricing that has already been calculated, let's say if it's up or down than actual ones, the admin has to accept it and then it will be visible on the store. Currently it is in pending, but let's see if it's visible. Okay, so now the admin has approved my product. I'm again going to just click on Ctrl R to reload. This is unlisted. So now I have to go back on this button, click on active. Once I click on active, now the product is going to show up on the portal. So let's go to 3 dimensions and now reload it. And now I can see that my product is live over here. I can see the price is listed as what I've set. The description is there. And here is how the image looks like. Once I add to cart and make an order, it's going to go to the 3 dimensions for this one as a backend for the printing. And there the admin is going to keep it as, let's say, printed, dispatched, delivered, yet to print, or if there is a concern that you can type, you can add notes also. So this is how you can start selling your 3D models that you design or the ones you have commercial license for if you've gotten it from somewhere else. Thank you.